Right guys, welcome back to the channel. So I've got a Division 2 video for you today, and I'm making this one because of my previous video, which was a foam stats effect build for Countdown. And I said I'd post the other support build that I use, which is granting them bonus armor and just granting bonuses to your teammates, so it makes them survive, do better, and it's a pretty helpful build. And let me know in the comments, guys, if you want the DPS build as well that I use. But without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So this is the build that I'm using. I'm using Cavalier, which nobody ever uses. Right? I think a load of other people will use like protection from elites build or something for all bonus armor to give to your teammates. But I thought, if you want to actually give bonuses to your teammates, the most bonuses you can give is Cavalier. Reason why is because 2-piece gives you 30% hazard protection, repair skills, it doesn't really matter. And then you've got charging. For each second spent out of cover during combat, agents will get 5% reduced incoming skill damage, max 50%. That is a good thing for hunters. So say an agent has a drone equipped, which you really shouldn't in Countdown, and the hunters actually hack it and that drone's against you, you'll take less damage from it, so that's good, and all your teammates will get this buff. So max is 50% charged. While fully charged, gain immunity to any movement speed debuff, and share this with all the agents' hazard protection and incoming skill damage reduction with all allies for 10 seconds. This is a very nice bonus to give to 7 more people, or just in a 4-man group. This can be either. But they take less skill damage, they have full immunity, so if you proc this charged while you're just about to come against the hunters, they won't get disrupted. Your teammates won't get disrupted by their EMP, so they can use their skills straight away. Just keep that in mind as well. So the core attribute is armor, the blue attribute is hazard protection, and the mod is 12% protection from elites. I've not got any reds at all on this build because our sole purpose is to grant bonus armor and survivability to our teammates. Okay, just keep that in mind as well. So that's the mask. Second piece is Cavalier, the holster. So you've got armor again, you've got hazard protection. Knee pads are the same. Blue core, hazard protection. I'll leave some gameplay after this, guys. After I show you the build and that and the stats and stuff, so you can see what it's like. So the fourth piece of Cavalier we're using is the gloves, hazard protection and armor. It's all blue cores, all of it. And then the chest piece you want Pointman, the named Gilligard piece, because you get 5% total armor. We have a blue core, 10% hazard protection, armor regen. You can replace that with explosive resistance if you want to, that's up to you. And then you have 12% protection from elites, so that will be on the chest, the mask and the backpack, that mod. You can replace that with other mods if you want to, but that's completely up to you. And the talent you want for this, always want for a support build with armor, is Perfect Vanguard. Deploying a shield makes it invulnerable for 5 seconds. This is good against the hunters as well, because they always one-hit your shield with the axe. And grants 50% of your armor as bonus armor to all other allies for 20 seconds. Cooldown 25 seconds. So if you see my armor, it's 1.9 million, and I give our teammates 50% of that armor for 20 seconds. Okay, as bonus armor, the blue armor. So that's just the chest piece. Okay, so 50% with the chest piece, and then we're using the named electric backpack, which gives us stats effects that's not relevant at all. You've got core attribute is a blue, explosive resistance, armor regen. I couldn't get a piece with hazard, but you do want hazard protection on it, just like the chest piece. And then the talent is Perfect Galvanize. Applying a blind, ensnare, confuse or shock to an enemy grants 50% of your armor as bonus armor to you and all allies within 30 meters of that enemy for 10 seconds. So if you proc Vanguard, which gives them 50% bonus armor, and then you proc this, which is there's 2 ways you can do it, I'll show you in a second. You'll give basically 100% of your armor as bonus armor to teammates, which is really nice. So they don't have to like have blue cores or anything. Yeah, this is a nice build for being a support build, and especially in like heroic or challenging Countdown. You can use this in just normal missions and stuff if you want to, but I have this for just Countdown. And the weapon you want is a Scorpio. This is not hard to get, just farm shotguns in Countdown with other builds, or you'll just get it from exotic caches. So the Scorpio, we have shotgun damage, damage to armor, damage targets out of cover. Reason we're using this though is because it applies stats effects. Like the backpack said, if you apply certain stats effects to enemies, it will activate Galvanize, which is 50% bonus armor for teammates. Okay, so 2 pellets is poison, 4 disorient, 6 shock, 9 target takes additional 20% damage from all sources, stacks no longer increase. So this is a must-have. And your second weapon, you can use whatever you want, because you won't be using your second weapon or your sidearm. But yeah, I've just got guns on to get proficiency. I need to equip another one, but yeah. And then I've got just the Orbit as a pistol. You can only get this in PvP, conflict, or named caches if you are interested to get this pistol. 35 crit chance, 40 crit damage. And then you want to run a shield. If you want to, you can run a bulwark shield with like the Liberty, but it's just pointless. Just run it like this. So you'll have the Crusader shield, and it'll have loads and loads of health because you're tier 6. Because with shields, it scales with skill tiers and with blue cores. You see, there's 6 blue cores here, so I'm tier 6, which is a good thing. It's a nice thing that having 6 blue cores and a tanky shield. And like I said a minute ago, I'll tell you the ways to proc Galvanize. You can do it with Riot Foam. So your second skill, just run Riot Foam, because your foam and enemy, it just procs Galvanize straight away. And you can use your shotgun, that will proc it pretty quick as well. So you'll always have Vanguard up, like 90% of the time. Galvanize will probably be about 70% of the time, because sometimes it's in like a radius of you to the enemy and your teammates. It's kind of weird how it works. But this is the actual support build that I run. I'll show you the stats now. So damage stats just really don't matter, honestly. And then you've got health regen. You've got hazard protection. Like, I'm missing the hazard protection on the backpack, but if you put it on the backpack, you'll be at 100% hazard protection. So you'll be 90% blind, bleed, burn, disorient, disrupt, ensnare, resistant. So basically no stats will do anything to you. But yeah, that's the support build. And give it a go, guys, or let me know in the comments what other type of bonus armor support builds that you use, and let me know. Right, so specialization we're using, guys, is the Demolitionists. The only reason we're using Demolitionists is because we get this perk here, Demolitionist Tactical Link. I wish the Tactical Link was in the game from Division 1, that's for sure. That was well good. Don't know. If you know. So group members gain 5% damage to targets that will cover. That is one of the strongest stats in the game. So Fox's Prayer, for example, you get 8%, and on your weapons you get 10%. But this will actually give it to everybody, 5% damage to targets that will cover, which enemies are rarely in cover, to be honest, unless you're in like a mission or something. They're always out of cover in Countdown, so you'd always have that 5% damage to targets that will cover. That's the main reason we're just using Demolitionists. You can use whatever specialization you want, but this just gives you more damage for your team. If this helped, guys, just leave a like for us, get the channel flowing so people see my channel, and thanks for watching, and happy hunting.
System curtailed. System. Heavily armed hostiles detected. System disrupted. System restored.
waiting for your signal. Shoot off a flare when you're ready to come home.
detected. Hostile sniper turret detected. Hostile assault turret detected. High-risk target approaching. Area se-
Good work decrypting the protocols. You need to remove those controls to get the reactor back online.